We counted at least 23 bullet holes. 4 people were inside at the time.
From what appears to be fairly close range, there was absolutely no regard with the way these rounds were fired into that car.
Police say around 3 p.m. this car was parked outside a home near 33rd and Benton Boulevard. That's when someone approached and opened fire. The victims drove for help to a nearby fire station at 32nd and Indiana.
The most seriously injured was the child from the back seat. They were transported by EMS to the hospital, where they unfortunately died.
2 adults in the front seat are stable. A 4th victim in the back seat of the car was not hit by the gunfire. Police ask for your help.
If you know anything at all, just the smallest little thing, that would help detectives begin to piece this together.
The shooting comes as Operation Legend finishes in Kansas City. It resulted in dozens of arrests and is named after a 4-year-old who was shot and killed in June.
We spend a lot of time talking about the enforcement side, and that certainly is vital, making sure you get people who commit crimes like this off the streets. But prevention and intervention are very important.
And I pray that someday, I can look at a family that's grieving and tell them, and a community that's grieving and tell them that there is some justice that's going to come their way.
After more gun violence in Kansas City, another family needs justice.
Her loved ones were okay. And tonight, the mayor and the police department echoed the same message, that whoever did this had no regard for anyone's life, and they must be caught. At least 20 rounds fired into this car Monday afternoon in Kansas City. Police say a young boy under the age of 5 was in the back seat and was killed.
So when you look at the shot up vehicle, you recognize that these are people that had no regard for the life of anybody.
Kansas City PD says the shooting started here on East 33rd before 3 p.m. You can see dozens of evidence markers on the sidewalk and in the street. Officers say the little boy was inside the car parked in front of a home with 3 adults when someone shot at them.
I was in there and I ran in here and grabbed what they shooting. Get down, that's all I could say.
Rose Speed lives nearby and says kids were outside when her street turned into a war zone.
It was like 10, 15, it was a lot of them. Because everybody we was all out, people were working, everything just got quiet.
Police say the driver of the car was able to get to Fire Station 18 for help. Football players practiced no more than a football field away as paramedics tried to save the little boy's life, but it was too late. Police say 2 other people in the car, a man and a woman, were shot but are now in stable condition. New tonight, prosecutor Jean Peters Baker vowing to bring those responsible to justice. She told Fox 4 News she always comes to the scene to lend a hand when a child is involved.
And I pray that someday, I can look at a family that's grieving and tell them, and a community that's grieving and tell them that there is some justice that's going to come their way.
So far, police haven't released any information on a suspect or a vehicle, but we'll keep you posted. All new at 10, we're looking into an alarming trend. Kids lost to violence this year in Kansas City.